Welcome back. This is Dan, and it's a wealthy life. Today, I'm going to talk about a mistake I made in my wealth building journey when it comes to my finances, and that was buying a car. A couple years back, my wife and I, we were pregnant with our second child, and we had two paid off cars, right? One of them was larger than the other. We had a sedan and a small SUV. And we decided, hey, we needed a minivan, right? You know, it's convenient. You're able to get your kids in and out. You're able to put a bunch more stuff in there if you go on trips, right? Load their friends up, you know, get a little more friends when they get older. And so we decided we were going to do it. I think my wife was a little more hesitant. But so what happened was we ended up trading in our old vehicle for, I think it was only $3,000, right? There was nothing wrong with it. Perfectly fine. But we did the thing that a lot of people do, and that's upgrade their vehicle. And so, you know, even when we were in the dealership, we were thinking to ourselves, man, should we be doing this? And we sat there all day. It was ridiculous. It was like half a day just to get, you know, financing ready and whatever else they're doing. They tried to upsell us on everything in the book, right? But we ended up going through with it. At the end of the day, we walked away. It was around $40,000 at only like a 1.6% financing. This was in 2017, right? A lot's changed since then. And where was I going with that? So we ended up going with it, 6-year financing. I think at the end of the day, we probably ended up spending around $50,000 for that vehicle. You know, it's paid off today. We've had it for a couple years paid off, and I'm not planning on selling it. I'm just going to ride it out till the tires fall off, right? Because that's the best way to build wealth, is not to drive super expensive brand new vehicles all the time. And we'll talk about that probably in some future videos. But anyways, going back to, you know, the van that I purchased, it's a nice vehicle. We still enjoy it. Had a lot of good memories in it and whatnot. You know, hey, speaking of a wealthy life, it's been great using it and all that. However, could we have pulled off what we did the last 7 years in our Hyundai Santa Fe? I think we could have. I think we could have purchased a car top carrier to fit more baby gear in that vehicle on our trips, and we could have hustled and got the kids in and out, no problem. It's a little more inconvenient opening the doors, right? Minivans, they kind of have that slide door and whatnot. But going back to the financing, right? Like I said, $50,000 we paid for this vehicle. Now it's only worth $16,000. Think about that depreciation, right? So we lost money on the depreciation. The $50,000, I could have been paying myself $600 a month. That was my payment at the time, and I could have put that just in the S&P 500. The simplest stock to get is what's called the SPY. It's the S&P 500, and at the time of when we financed this vehicle, the S&P 500 was at about 250 a share. Guess where it's at today? It's above 550 a share, right? That's a 2x, meaning whatever money you put in, you doubled it, right? So over that 6-year period, you know, with $50,000, including the interest I paid, you know, that'd be worth nearly $100,000 today. So a $50,000 profit, all because we wanted the convenience of loading our kids in and out of the van and not having a car top carrier, right? So it's something to think about. You know, is it worth getting that upgrade of a vehicle? I don't know. It depends on your situation. Maybe you have 5 kids and maybe you need that minivan, right? 5 kids is a lot harder than 2, right? But, take a second thought when you're considering upgrading your vehicle. Like, could I take that money and invest it or save it? Even high yield savings today, you're getting 4%, 4% on $600 a month. You're going to see a decent return even on a high yield savings if the stock market isn't your vibe, right? I mean, you got to kind of pay attention to what's going on a little bit in the stock market, but high yield savings would be a good choice too. So just something to think about. What about you guys? What kind of mistakes have you guys made? Maybe it was a house you didn't need, a second house, who knows, a car or a toy, right? Boats and four-wheelers, whatever. Do you feel like that was a mistake in your wealth building growth, right? So anyways, let me know what you think. Other than that, everyone have a great day. Bye.